Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with a Modern Warfare 3 free-for-all gameplay commentary. Here I am on C-Town using the ACR 6.8 with a red dot sign. I believe I have Scavenger as my first tier perk, trying to wean myself off of strict sleight of hand usage because I think I got into a rut, and I think that's something that a lot of players do, is they get into that rut where they find that one perk setup that they love, and their create a class is really just, it's the same perk setups but different weapons. That's really all they use their create a class for, is for rotating weapons in and out of the same perk setup. And I am very much that type of player. I'm not trying to say you are. If you are and you agree with me, let me know in the comments. But I just think that's something that players do, and so I found myself getting into that. I was very much a sleight of hand, quick draw, dead silence kind of guy, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try to use some other stuff. So I threw extreme conditioning on one class. I said, this is gonna be my fast running class. I threw the specialist perk package just to get used to the different perks again, because I wasn't used to using them, and I threw Scavenger on an ACR class, and this is the result on C-Town. Now again, I am using the ACR because a lot of people have been asking me about the ACR, and I did a video when I talked about the ACR 6.8 possibly being glitched. I talked about how I didn't want to talk about the overpowered nature or not of the ACR 6.8, and that I wanted to save it for a later video. This is that time. I wanted, because a lot of people have been asking me, really, they say, do you think the ACR 6.8 is overpowered? Is it as bad as it was in Modern Warfare 2 in terms of balance? And just right off the top of my head, my initial reaction, my initial reaction when people ask me that question is no. No, it's not. And while I do kind of believe that, I find that rather scary, and I don't want to succumb to ACR fanboyism, because that's not what I'm all about. I'm all about being critical when necessary and being unbiased, and the very fact that my initial reaction to somebody asking about the overpowered nature of a gun that I use and a gun that I very much enjoy, I'm not going to make any bones about it. I love using the ACR. It's a lot of fun to me to use, but the very fact that my initial reaction is nope, no it's not, no it's not overpowered, nope, is kind of scary to me. So I wanted to save it for a video just so that I could really force myself to look at it and just not brush it off, but look at the issues and look at what people were asking. So people were asking if the ACR 6.8 in Modern Warfare 3 is overpowered. So now let's look at the stats. Let's go to the videotape, as they say. ACR 6.8 has a base magazine round of 30. It has an RPM of 705, which I didn't know it was that low, but we'll come back to that. It has a headshot multiplier 1.4. It does minimum damage, or excuse me, maximum damage of 45, minimum damage of 30. It has the highest minimum damage of every assault rifle, not counting the MK14. Because the MK14, in my estimation, is kind of a specialist assault rifle. It doesn't deserve to be counted alongside the other automatic assault rifles, but it has the highest minimum damage. The number of minimum bullets is obviously 3. Max bullets to kill is 4. And going on around here, the recoil plot, and I can't obviously show you that visually, it is very balanced. It's negative 50-50 in the x-axis, meaning there's an equal chance that the gun barrel is going to jump 50 in the other direction, or that it's going to jump 50 units in either direction on the x-axis, and 30-35 on the y-axis. So there is some vertical recoil to the ACR, unlike Modern Warfare 2, where there was no recoil to the ACR. None. Absolutely none. And the ACR 6.8 here in Modern Warfare 3 has the lowest, or the second lowest center speed of every assault rifle in the game. Now, for those of you that don't know what center speed is, imagine center speed as like an invisible rubber band that's fighting against recoil. Every time the gun barrel wants to jump, there's center speed returning that barrel to its original position. It's fighting against recoil. It's fighting against that stacking of recoil that we see in a weapon like the PM9. The PM9 overrides its rate of fire, overrides the center speed, and that's why the recoil stacks and it starts pointing up in some crazy willy-nilly direction. That's center speed. And so it has the second lowest center speed of any assault rifle in the game, but it doesn't really need it because it has equal chance of going either way in the X X direction, which cancels out in terms of recoil, and the Y-axis recoil isn't that bad. So let's take a look at the damage. It does, like I said, it does 45 damage maximum and has a fire rate of 705 rounds per minute. That may be a little much. To be fair, I think the balancing issue is that the M4A1 fires at 780 rounds per minute and has a maximum damage of 42. The ACR 6.8 fires at 705 and has a maximum damage of 45. So, when you ask me if I think the ACR 6.8 is overpowered, I'm going to have to say no, I don't think it is. I don't think it is very overpowered. Could it do with some tweaking? Probably. Probably some tweaking to the recoil, but I don't think it is as nearly overpowered as it was in Modern Warfare 2. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. I am out.